We got some news to get into today, boys. That's right, it's the day. Reset Day. 12.1 goes live today, basically marking the midway point of the World Soul saga as we push deeper into the Metzen storyline. So we got a few things to talk about today, what this week means for the patch, and when Season 2 actually kicks off. So let's just jump straight in here. 8 hours of maintenance, boys and girls. That's right, you're not going to be playing much WoW today. We got 8 hours of downtime. Servers will be down from 7 a.m. Pacific time to 3 p.m. Pacific time. So that's quite a while. Yeah, basically, you're not playing a lot of WoW today. Let's just say that. Most people will be just doing something else today as they get ready for 12.1 to go live for them. This, by the way, applies to all of the NA servers. EU servers will not have their official 12.1 reset until Wednesday, which will probably also be a long-ass reset for them, but that's how that's going to work. Downloader has really kicked off for a lot of people. If you haven't already, a lot of people already have this automatically set to start installing. If you haven't, maybe open up your Blizzard launcher and get that patch downloaded. That way you can be ready for when the patch actually does go live finally. Yeah, let the background downloader do its thing. Your download should be complete if it says something like this right here. See, mine says pre-release content downloaded. That means I'm ready to go. I'm already pre-releasing. Yeah, so that's great. 12.1 locked and loaded for me. I just got to get through the maintenance period. Moving on. Upgrade tracks for Season 1 gear. We got a couple of updates here. So Blizzard releasing a little blue post about what's going to happen with your Season 1 gear once the servers officially go down and come back up. They said, we'd like to acknowledge the unusual situation with Season 1 gear upgrades no longer being available. You'll find that world content in the new zone drops Season 2 gear, which can be upgraded this week, basically post-reset. This first week, you will be getting gear, guys. And you'll be getting some decent gear, honestly. Upgrades for most people, very close to 300 item level here. And I'll talk about the item levels that you'll be able to get in this first week. So basically, you'll be able to get Season 2 gear as soon as the servers come back up. With the Season 2 gear dropping, they got to basically eliminate Season 1 gear. So there are some awkwardness, as they said. There's some awkwardness with the 1 week transition period. But as of the patch going live, we need the world to be in Season 2. State in terms of currency and the Undermine Zone content can function as expected. At the same time, we're keeping Season 1 instanced content active just to make sure that players have a few more days to finish out some achievements that will still be available. Now, your AOTCs and everything else, those won't be available anymore. Officially, when servers go down, that is the end of Season 1, so you won't be able to get stuff like that anymore, but there's still some dungeon-related achievements and stuff that maybe you'll be able to go grab. They said they don't currently have a way to technically keep Season 1 gear upgradable, though, after the move into Season 2 currency ecosystem, which they have done now. So we understand, they said, that this is confusing and frustrating. We'll continue to discuss further improvements of season transitions in the future. So that means if you're doing, say, the raid, right? It says here you're kind of going through and maybe you're killing some bosses in Voidspire. Well, if they drop gear, it's going to drop at whatever item level it drops at and will not be upgradable beyond that. That also means you can't use any of your Ascendant Void cores or anything like that. None of that stuff will happen anymore. No gear upgrading. Essentially, as soon as the servers go down, you're done with that. Are you reading patch notes from the War Within? I don't know why they said Undermine here. I know, I saw that. This is not a War Within patch note. No, I think that's just a typo or something. So they fucked that up a little bit. But basically, they're getting into the preseason here. Season 1 best in slot items, things like that. There are some items that will continue to be very good for Season 2. Last for a very long time. For example, Veilgore's Final Stare as a trinket that will last a very long time for Augmentation Evokers in Season 2. Despite all the new shit dropping, but just remember, you can't upgrade it anymore once the servers go down, so you might want to try to get that and upgrade it as quickly as possible today. Probably by the time you're watching it, it's too late, if you're watching this video. So that's how this whole kind of transitionary period is going to work for previous season gear. Yeah, AI response, you're right, AI probably wrote that shit. Moving on to how this whole preseason thing is going to work, because this is a little bit interesting here. So there's a few updates coming out from Blizzard and another blue post here. So the Curse of Ula'tek content officially launches today on August 11th. You'll have the whole preseason week to get gear, hunt treasure, and claim rewards, and more. So let's get into the Great Vault and how all this is going to work here. So during the preseason week, we're talking about the week of August 11th to August 18th, we will have the Great Vault will offer on based on all of your activities during the final week of Season 1. So when servers go down and come back up, you'll have your final vault week from Season 1. Credit for Season 2, though, will begin this week. Even though Season 2 hasn't officially kicked off yet with Mythic Plus and everything else, you will be able to fill out your vault with preseason stuff. Rewards and efforts will be able to be claimed on August 18th for all of your preseason. Now, what can you get in the preseason? Well, you'll be able to get Crafting Sparks will begin dropping during the preseason. Void Core bonus rolls will not be available in that first Great Vault for Season 2. You'll have to wait for the next vault that'll open up on August 25th. That'll give you your first shot at getting any of those Void Core bonus rolls. For the first Great Vault for Season 2, also the maximum gear level attainable from the World Row will be Champion 3 of 6 gear. Now, that's also what you can get from these Mythic Plus Zeros, which will also be available during preseason. Now, what is Champion 3 of 6 gear item level? Well, if we look at the item level chart here, it's 299. That's right, 299 item level will be able to be gotten from the vault, and you can get that stuff by running your Mythic Zeros. So filling out your vault rows will actually be beneficial to a lot of people. I mean, 299 is an upgrade for me for sure. I don't know about anyone else out there, but that's still an upgrade for me. So actually getting that vault filled out for that first week kickoff will be something worthwhile. And remember, you can't get any bonus rolls, so you're actually going to grab gear from this vault here. Subsequent vaults can reward gear from the World Road a maximum of 1 of 6 heroic, so that's when your season actually kicked off. Outdoor world content, dungeons, delves, and layers. Let's get into this here. New outdoor world features like Curse Surges and Vaults of Ula'tek are available during the preseason. Pinnacle Caches drop Season 2 veteran gear and appear during the preseason week. So let's set what that preseason veteran gear looks like. That's 279 up to 296 if you crank it all the way up. So 296 item level will be able to be gotten from this content. A new Season 2 dungeon pool will open up and will be active and available on Heroic and Mythic Zero difficulty, including the new Altar of Fangs dungeon. Mythic Zero will award Champion 1 of 6 gear. And remember, as I said before, you'll get 3 of 6 gear from your vault on a weekly lockout for that week only. That's right. So these are weekly lockouts on your Mythic Zeros. You can't just continually run these things nonstop. You'll be able to do each of them once this week for the entire preseason week. So get those runs in and get them done. Fill out your vault and get some 1 of 6 champion gear. Again, let's look at the chart, the handy chart here. 292 dropping from those dungeons. Still a pretty good upgrade for a lot of people. For delves, you got difficulties 1 to 11 available. Remember, delves are going to reset on item level, or on level overall, and you want to get those at least to level 10 to be able to do your double question mark nemesis boss when that actually opens up and the season kicks off. So getting your delves up will be something you could do in this preseason week. Again, you can push them from levels 1 to 11, and you'll be able to do this single question mark delve nemesis boss. So if you want to get in there, dip your toe, maybe just a tip in, and figure out what that nemesis boss is all about before you actually attempt the double question mark difficulty starting next week. And by the way, that week of August 18th, that'll be the week that you can get the achievement for killing the double question mark nemesis boss by yourself and get into the kind of the Hall of Fame for that. It's all week. Whoever kills him in that first week will be in the Hall of Fame for that kill. World difficulty and the Tidebound Grotto. That is your new world boss, layer style boss kind of thing happening. The world difficulty will be available for that. It'll in the preseason, dropping Season 2 veteran gear. The items will be buying on pickup, so we check out veteran gear. Again, that's 279 to 296 item level there. Like the gear earned in raids, layers have a weekly lockout, and a void core, when available, so that won't be available the preseason, can only be used once per week on a layer. Check out the layer preview and everything else. There you go. So yeah, your layer boss, and we're going to try that one in the preseason week as well. Hard mode prey will also be available during the preseason, and they'll be dropping Season 2 veteran gear from that. So plenty of gear actually to be gotten. Anybody who wants to get up to that 300 item level, basically, you'll have shit to do in that first week, and getting some stuff from that vault also in that after that first week. So there's some good stuff to happen in this week here from August 11th to August 18th before officially Mythic Plus kicks off, raids open up, and everything else. Looking forward as well for all of you player housing Andes. There'll be plenty of player housing things to do in this preseason. here. Blueprints will finally be a thing. So yes, you can save, swap designs. So you created that insane sex dungeon in your basement. Well, now everybody in the neighborhood can have it as you sell the blueprints for that one. So absolutely wonderful. Also, another thing coming is all these different rooms. So yes, more items, more rooms, bigger outdoor, bigger outdoor looks for your homes. Also, more outdoor items. So they're raising the item level on everything. You'll be able to put more into your home, do more with your home, bigger homes. Also, a bunch of new stuff like Belameth style rooms, Orgrimmar, Silver Moon. A ton of new room styles and everything else coming as well with this thing. So yeah, player housing, Andy's going to have plenty to do. Also, as I mentioned before, maybe I didn't mention it, pets. That's right. Pets coming everywhere. Pets coming everywhere is not what I meant to say, but pets will be everywhere in your home if you want them to be. You'll be able to have your pets running around doing shit. No, I do not condone bestiality on this stream, so that's not what I meant to say at all, but you get what I'm saying. There'll be pets everywhere in your home if you want them to be. Yes, your pets that you've collected from the open world will be able to be running around in your home and everywhere else, so there you go. It's a housing thing, yes, for sure. And then more room stuff, as I mentioned before, and everything else. 4 new endeavors will be coming to neighborhoods as well. The endeavors, yes, if you know about them, I don't know if people are still doing these. Maybe there's a bunch of player housing people that are. But yes, the endeavor system will continue in 12.1. And actually for this first week, we will have the Amani Trolls. Amani Trolls will be showing up to everybody's neighborhoods. This won't be one that you can select. This will be just locked in for everyone in the first week, kind of kick off the theme of everything going on here. So Amani Troll Endeavor will be one of them. The Onaharan one will be another one. We have our Onaharan friends, our horsey girls joining us from the Onaharan Plains. We have the Kobolds also. That is another one coming. Don't take the candles from them. They don't like that shit. And then the Tortolans. That's right, our favorite turtle people, our Ninja Turtles of WoW, will be showing up as well for endeavors. So you got 4 new endeavors to select from for your housing neighborhoods. There's still rumors out there that a guild housing system could be coming out, where you got one big guild house in the center. We'll see if that actually happens. And finally, banning across the board. This is a side story that came out this week. Absolutely crazy. Tons of players in Europe in other countries suddenly banned. I mean, mid-raid, the clip is unfortunately gone, but basically 80% of a Sporefall raid got wiped in a stream while it was live because everybody got banned from the raid. This has to do with people paying real-life money transactions to do shit in WoW. Blizzard laid the hammer down, evidently banning some people up to 6 months, did I see here? So, yeah, 6-month-long ban, half a year without WoW, oh my god. So a lot of these people got banned for paying real-life money for shit. So, hey, guys, don't do that. Word of caution, don't spend real-life money on shit. Spend gold on stuff. Blizzard's fine with that. Buy a WoW token, convert your money over, but don't be spending real-life money on outside transactions to get stuff done in WoW, because you will get banned. And finally, Blizzard dropped a little hype trailer for Curse of Ula'tek. So let's check this one out here as we get hyped for patch 12.1. Here we go.
Can you feel it? Deep inside this temple lies the greatest power our ancestors ever wielded.
King Ghidorah vibes.
You vile traitor!
How weak have the Amani become? No wonder Zul'jin sought my guidance.
What have you done with my brother?
Season 2 begins.
Ula'tek's power will be mine.
Why are you doing this?
To build the Amani Empire that grandfather envisioned, not one that grovels to trickster spirit.
The Loa look after us.
The Loa failed us!
Damn. Layers are going to be interesting.
I know it hurt Zul'jin when your sister was chosen to lead, but you don't have to stay in her shadow. Break the seal.
Shit. The new raid.
The Loa
Samiccus, the world itself will tremble before the Amani Empire.
Oof, intense. A nice video. All right, cool. The hype is real, boys. Yep, that's right. Big day today. Like I said, patch day, really. You're going to be spending most of your time sitting here in maintenance, but don't you worry. More Samiccus content to come and more news to come for sure. But for today, that is all in terms of news.